511 Range Ready bag was built with specific input from range instructors and professional shooters and has been engineered to be the best range bag on the market, storing everything you need for a day at the range. This premium range bag offers more than enough space for multiple pistols and all the rounds you'll need. We've added a removable ammo tote to keep you locked and loaded. The hydration pockets keep you fresh and focused. There's also a removable brass tote, making cleanup a snap. The zip-down front organizer stores 8 magazines. Roomy side pockets offer ample space for accessories, optics, and ear protection. The padded shoulder strap allows a comfortable carry. This bag is constructed from an all-weather, durable 600D polyester. We've added YKK zipper hardware throughout and a hook and loop grab handle unifier. This is the 511 Range Ready bag.
This range bag's got a few extra features and I want to walk you through it. It's got a padded exterior to it. It's also got a nice rigid frame on the bottom so you've got complete protection. The shoulder strap is padded, adjustable, and completely removable. And on the exterior of the bag, you've got a couple stash pockets as well as MOLLE attachment points so you can add anything else you'd like. Now the pockets on the front and the back open on all 3 sides so they can lay down flat. You got a mesh pocket on the front and 6 magazine channels. If we look at the back, same thing, opens on all 3 sides. You've got a mesh pocket on the front, and here's the neat thing. This is a roll-out mat here that's removable and washable. It's got a rubberized bottom to it for traction and a soft touch top. So this is a great clean place to lay down your weapon, load your mags. It's a nice place to count on when you're out at the range. It also comes with a removable organizer panel where you can add all your smaller things like some of your cleaning supplies. This is a great place to set up a cleaning station whether you're at home or out at the range. Now let's look in the main compartment. You've got a large zipper that runs the full exterior with 2 zippers that can lock at the top. Open it up and you really get an idea for how large this bag is. It's got a contrast lining so you can see your contents against it. Again, it's padded and it has this loop lining on the edges. This allows you to adjust these included dividers, or you can attach other accessories. And this is also completely removable so you can add up to 3 of our pistol cases or pistol rugs in the back. The proper range bag is a great storage and transportation solution for all your range gear.
With Plano's X2 range bags, transporting all your ammo and gear couldn't be easier. Designed to fit securely around Plano ammo boxes, these bags ensure that everything you need for a successful hunt or productive trip to the range is right at your fingertips. Each bag contains large external pockets, providing easy access to your small to large frame pistols. Magazine and accessory pockets offer needed storage for safety glasses, ear protection, cleaning equipment, or other supplies. And adjustable padded shoulder straps make transporting your gear an easy and comfortable experience. The X2 range bags combine high-quality, durable construction with convenience and accessibility. They're the perfect complement for your next expedition.
And so I guess I could say I did not meet my objectives, yet at the same time, I completely met my objectives. I mean, I didn't knock the circle out of the target. That was definitely not gonna happen. I just wanted to try it. I wanted to have some fun, and I wanted to learn a thing or two, but more specifically, well, first, I wanted to get the 3 Pigeons range bag. Hey there everybody, Eric from Outer Limitless coming at you today with another video. Now in today's video we're going to take a look at a product from the company 3 Pigeons. This here in my hands, I have not even opened this yet, but this is a range bag from, again, the company 3 Pigeons. The people at 3 Pigeons did reach out to me to see if I'd be interested in taking a look at some of their gear. They allowed me to go through their catalog and pick out some things that I thought I'd be interested in checking out. So today what we're going to do, we're going to take a look at this range bag. So specifically a pistol range bag. We're going to take a look at it for the overall quality, the overall features, to see if it's something that will be useful for you. So again, what we're going to do, we'll take a look at this in detail. Then I have a little bit of, I would say, just having some fun, getting to the range, some practical shooting, and just enjoying my time with my firearms and this range bag from Three Pigeons. And so when we get back, we'll get into all the details, but with that said, I have a whole bunch to do and a whole bunch to share with you. And if you're interested in seeing a little bit more about what I'm about to get into, do me a favor. And so as we get into this here, again, I have not yet even taken a look at this, so we're going to get a first look and impression of this brand together. Now, as I mentioned right at the intro, this is a company who reached out to me to see if I'd be interested in taking a look at their products. They allowed me to go through pretty much their entire catalog to get a look at all of their gear and said just pick out some things that I thought would be useful. And right away, for me, range gear and, bags and management of my firearms is literally critical for a few reasons. First and foremost, the safety and security and ability to transport. That's absolutely of importance. The ability to keep my gear clean and organized. And when I go to the range, I have a ton of things I need to do, a ton of objectives. As you realize, you watch my channel. If you've been watching my channel, you realize, pretty much every time I go to the range, I'm filming. So I need to manage my gear, manage my ammo, manage my firearms, and all my filming equipment, my safety and security equipment, med kits and things like that, and maybe optics or different things that I'm testing. So having something like this for the pistol application, I think is going to be very nice. And right away, as I start to take a look at this, seemingly very nicely made. Now, of course, we'll get into all of the details, but right away, just some of the general impressions from the outside of the bag. Very, very nice. You can see here, some moly, and it seems to be laser cut, and it incorporates some Velcro fields, and same with on top. Lot of Velcro on the outside, some laser cut moly on the side panels. On the back, nice, robust, and just heavy duty padded shoulder straps. As we open this whole thing up, you'll see now we're getting into a waist belt. So again, just a nicely padded waist belt. Fantastic from a very first impression. This here being ballistic nylon. Really, really cool. As we take a look at some of the buckles here, just looking at the little things, like for example, are these sort of name brand? It doesn't seem to be. This brand, Three Pigeons, is going to be sort of a mid-tier range, I would say. Not high-end, not super budget, but, budget friendly. Really, in my opinion, sort of tailoring, and I'm not going to say by any means the novice, maybe for somebody looking to get started, maybe for somebody who's either looking for, a second set of gear or something that they can outfit a nice kit and not completely break the bank with a nicely featured piece of equipment. And so as you take a look here, you can see one of the things that caught my attention right away, lockable zippers. Now, I think that's an extremely important feature that many manufacturers overlook, and especially when you're talking about range gear, this is critical because depending on what you're trying to do, where you're located, and what the laws are in your area, you may need to have your firearms locked up. You may need to have your ammo locked up, and you might want that level of security. So right away, I greatly like that about this. As we fold open the top here, so some nice compartmentalization, the ability to stash some tools. Actually, these are all padded. So right away you can see these are padded, and I'm curious about this. Would this be suitable for glasses? Which, sliding these in, yes. So right away, I have a place for my range glasses. I love that. A smaller compartment here, well, what do you think that's going to be good for? My hearing protection. So right in the top of the bag, right in the front where I'm going to need it, my safety glasses and my hearing protection. That's awesome. That's one of the first things I do when I get to the range. I break these out because oftentimes people are shooting and right away I will need those. So that's definitely cool. Couple other smaller little compartments here, very simple, and then across the front, a fairly nice sized pocket. Too huge, but large enough. And then on top of all of that, I can say I will probably have the ability to, yes, fit my range notebook, which I always keep notes, right in there. So right away, I'm already getting some very good impressions on how I would lay this out. Very nice. Moving down to the next section here, again, you can see you have some pockets on the side. So nice large pockets, again, fairly good size. I would probably potentially keep ammo in there. Also zippers with locks on the side, so you can see here, again, the ability to lock everything up if you need to. Nice zipper pulls. They have a little bit of just this sort of rubberized material on the end that's going to help. It's like a shrink tube just to keep everything tidy. These are basically paracord loops with knots, and then they just put the little rubber over that, which is more than suitable. I definitely think that's fine. The very front compartment here, again, some more subdivided organization. So taking a look at it here, almost like a clear pocket, which is weird because it doesn't really need to be. I don't know what the clear gains you there, but you also have this pouch here on the outside. So I guess that's the purpose, kind of getting a little extra subdivided nature here if you need it, and then the ability to see the contents on the inside. A little bit strange, but kind of go with it for a minute here. Couple little loops here, so elasticized loops, that's nice. The ability to put pens, markers, things like that. And a little, I would say, admin section here. So again, some subdivided ability to get pens, markers, things like that. I do typically bring Sharpies to the range, so having the ability to put these in here, that will work out just fine. So that's actually about perfect, or in these loops. So depending on if you're trying to put little tools, you can make a little, tool kit, you can make a med kit. You could also have a little admin section. So very nice. Again, rolling around to the other side now, I think what we're going to find is as we open this up here, so a full zip all the way around, and yes, as we open this up, you end up with your sleeves. So you end up with sort of like pistol sleeves here. So as we remove them, 1, 2, and 3, side access, very simple. Everything is nicely padded, but you'll also find access over the top. So top and side access here. So a couple different ways to get in here. Now another thing that you'll notice is this does seem to have inverted zipper tracks. So that's nice. That does help to protect the zippers in the long haul. They're actually fairly substantial, large zippers, good and durable. They should do a nice job. They're a self-healing design. And then also over the top, you'll see a large yoke grab handle. So just a large doubled over grab handle, box stitching in some critical locations, which is fantastic. Pulling off the information here, you can see, again, 3 pigeons, general user information, a 20% off your next order coupon, and some information about their website. As we go through the pistol pouches, we'll open these up. So here you can see they do appear to be pretty much single-sided here, with the ability to put a number of magazines. So that is fantastic, with a nicely padded sleeve in between to keep your firearm protected so things don't bang around. You can see there's also sort of supplementary pocket here, so the firearm could certainly go in this section here, it could go in this section here. So a little bit versatile. It is very soft on the inside, so not a fleece lining, but a nice soft liner on the inside. So the ability to keep things protected, fantastic. Nice heavy zippers. Again, you can see each one of these having heavy duty zippers, doubled over and box stitched grab handle, and more than enough padding here to keep things protected. As we go through these, just taking a quick look, seemingly about the same from what I can tell. Everything seems to be the same size, at least in terms of these first 2. And as we take a look at the third one here, yes, seemingly exactly the same. So all 3 of these about the same size. Just for a quick size comparison and demonstration here, you can see this is my Canik Mete SFT, which I'll get the magazines loaded in. You'll notice 4 slots here. Again, that padding, if it's moving around a little bit, probably not a big deal, but you'll notice that these magazines do slide off to the side just a little bit. So if I was literally just going to place my handgun in there, that is certainly a consideration. I will probably try to go more like this if possible. And for this particular size handgun, that's going to be tight. A smaller sort of micro compact size would probably fit in that sleeve, no problem. So this would fit like this, folding this over the top and then zipping everything shut. That's going to work just fine to keep everything nicely padded and nicely protected. And of course the ability to fit multiple firearms in the bag itself. So I should be able to fit all three in here with no problem, and depending on kind of what you're trying to do, obviously you can organize this a number of different ways. Now I do find that with the actual firearm in here, it kind of does bulk things out just a little bit, but the nice thing is the bag does seem to have enough flex and give and enough room to hopefully accommodate that. So if all three of these were fully loaded out with magazines and fully loaded out with handguns, would there be enough room? I'd say probably there should be enough room, all things considered. Now, as I take a look in a little more detail, you'll also notice there's an additional sleeve in here, so I'm going to open this from the top, which in essence, this does have a number of different dividers. So you can actually take this Velcro, configure it in different ways, and make little shelves on the inside. So that's kind of interesting. So the ability to subdivide this bag a few different ways and make it sort of a multiple configuration if you would so choose. On the bottom here, now I have its own compartment. On the inside, you'll notice something actually that I just picked up on. You have your main compartment here, but then you also have a second compartment, so a second zipper. And again, you can actually take one of these, pistol pouches here, fit that in the inside, and actually rock one of them right on the top, which is pretty cool. So again, depending on what you're trying to do, the type of firearms you have, or the configuration you're going for, it does seem to be fairly flexible. One of my initial impressions is that there's kind of a lot going on here. Now, I think once you start to get this bag fit out, I think once you start to get all of your gear in here, and once you start consuming some of the volume, I think it'll actually make things ride a little bit easier. I think it'll make things ride just a little more comfortable, and everything will fit and the bag will sort of sit. Right now it's just kind of flopping around a little bit. There is some decent structure, all things considered, but you'll notice that there's, no real, and I guess what I'm going to call like a frame sheet in the back. It doesn't necessarily need it. Frame sheet would add a level of rigidity, but it doesn't necessarily need it. Across the back here, so very interesting as you take a look, a rain cover. So on top of all of this, it comes with an integrated rain cover. Nice attention to detail. So, I think the people at Three Pigeons are definitely trending in the right direction here. I think I'm going to need to take a little while, get this thing set up, start to kind of understand it, figure out what works best for me, get this bag fully configured, and that way I can get it out to the range. And there's a lot, again, of just little details. The more and more I look, like for example, this is going to be awesome. Look at the side here. Now, I personally always have some sort of, and I would say like tripod, or the need to carry something for my recording purposes. Having this nice little loop here, this is going to be awesome. It gives me the ability to attach something right here on the side of the bag. Very simple yet effective, and the ability, like I said already, to kind of lock everything together. That's awesome. I love that. And then even furthermore, some simple D-rings and just nice overall stitching, the beautiful zippers. So I think this bag is going to work out very, very nicely for me. It's just going to take a little while to better understand it and get myself set up. And even furthermore, such a simple little thing, but remember I said, I'm just going to go and have a little bit of fun. If you take a look at the box this came in, well, pay attention, because targets included inside, the inside of the box. Very funny that they did this, but also very cool. So just a number of little targets here, and I'm actually going to leverage these and just enjoy some time at the range. So with that, let's turn the corner. I'm going to get this bag fully fit out. We're gonna go to the range. Let's go hit it up and blast some brass. And so I thought I'd take advantage of the fact that I had some targets here and just have some fun. Have you ever gone to the carnival where you get that little air gun and you have to shoot the BBs at the target and knock the star out of it to win a prize? Well, I thought that's what I'd try to do today. So with the 3 pigeons targets here, I thought maybe if I was perfect with my shot, I could knock out one of these circles. And I realized that based on the circumference, well, if I took 33 perfect shots, I could knock this out. But how did I do? Well, there's only one way to figure that out. That's to get to the range.
Thank you.